Welcome to online revision lectures of Kyadoshi Group of Colleges. So today we are going to study strategic management. The topic is corporate level strategy. As you know, we have already studied the overview of levels of strategies, right? So let us start with the levels of strategic management. There are mainly three levels of strategic management, that is corporate level, business level and functional level, in which the very first level of strategies is corporate level strategies. So corporate level strategies are implemented throughout the entire organizational structure. Different strategies might be simultaneously employed but set at different priority levels. Now, as this topic is a bit long, we are going to divide it into few parts. So this is the part 1. Let us see the types of corporate level strategy. There are few subtypes of corporate level strategies, in which there is concentration, integration, diversification, stability, growth, retrenchment and restructuring. These are the strategies of corporate level strategies, right? Or we can say these are the subtypes of corporate level strategies, in which the very first one is concentration strategy. Now, what is concentration strategy? Under this strategy, the activities expand as depth rather than the width of the business. The concentration strategy refers to the limited scope of activities as regards consumers, products and technologies. Under this strategy, the activities expand as depth rather than width of the strategy or of the business, right? The company operations remain simple, concentrating on a limited combination of consumer groups, product ranges and technology adoption. Let us see the example. For example, Nokia Mobile Company concentrated only on mobile phone through increasing its diverse uses suiting to the consumer need like audio, video, camera and internet connectivity, right? Similar was the strategy adopted by the Samsung Mobile Company. Such strategy fosters the core competencies due to limited area of the concentration. Now, what is in the focused? What is the main thing which is important about this strategy, right? With the limited and marginal changes in the product, it becomes responsible for meeting the diverse and different needs of the consumers with the same product. Okay, now which is the main benefit for the consumer? So which is the main benefit for the consumer? With the limited and marginal changes, right? For the with the limited few, or we can say somewhat additional changes in the product, it becomes responsible for meeting the diverse and different kinds of needs of the consumers with the same product, right? Now let us come to the next slide, and that is types of concentration strategies. There are a few types, in which the very first one is focus on consumer group. So for any product, the consumer groups are classified into company consumers, competitor consumers and non-users, right? For any product, the consumers groups are classified differently, right? As I have told that company consumers, competitor consumers and non-user customers, or say consumers. The concentration strategy focusing on consumer groups increase the sales value and volume, as we can say as under, right? There are few benefits, in which company consumers, it increases the usage, right? It increase in purchase size and frequency, then improving the product location, etc. Then talking about the competitors customers, it helps to increase the promotional efforts, attracting the consumers, right? Then increase the price cuts, it helps to adopt the differentiation suitable to the customers and not provided by the competitors, right? These were the benefits. And third one, that is non-user customers. it helps to advertise new uses. Then it helps to offer a special price or say promotion. It also provides the easy access to product availability. Okay, then second one, that is focus on product. In very first we are focusing on the consumer group, different according to the, we can say, different kinds of customers or say consumers. Now we are focusing upon the product differentiation. Is mainly focused as compared to the competitors, right? It increase the rate of product obsolescence, making it more attractive, like color, shape, styles, etc. We are making it unique as compared to the, we can say, current product, right? Then developing the new uses of product, improvement in product servicing, etc. These are the benefits for the, we can say, focus on product. Then focus on technology, new model, improving the performance, new product development, develop uses of byproducts, etc. Right? In third one we are focusing upon the technology. Okay, we are concentrating or we are focusing on the technology parts, right? So these are the types of concentration strategy. Okay, now second one, main type of the corporate level strategy, that is integration. Now what is integration? Integration refers to the unification of a firm's activities of prior stages or subsequent stages of the value chain. Integration refers to the unification of a firm's activities of prior stages or subsequent stages of the value chain. The integration is also popularly described as a vertical integration, right? There are two types mainly of we can say integration. The very first is backward integration, and then second is forward integration. Now let us see the definition of backward integration. It is related to the firm's range of activities on backward side into the sources of supply of inputs, right? It may involve the integration with the various types of inputs like materials, plants, services and facilities to the employees, like transport or canteen facilities. So what is this backward integration is, it may involve the integration with the various types of inputs, right? Like materials, plant, services, facilities to the employees like transport, canteen facilities, right? For example, if a company is only a weaving company in the textile industry, then its integration with the preceding stages of production, namely cotton growing, right, and spinning, it will result into the backward integration. So we can say the backward integration eliminates the outsourcing, right? It eliminates the outsourcing. So the cost will reduce, the control on the input supply reduces costs and allows the quality maintenance and product differentiation. So it helps in improving the competitive strength of the company, right? Now second type, that is forward integration. It refers to the extension of activities beyond the present output stage, right? Forward integration refers to the extension of activities beyond the present output stage. The main benefit of this integration would be the dependence on wholesalers, dealers, distributors, retailers is reduced. And why it is reducing? Because we are selling the products through opening the company's own sales depots, right? So the dependence level will be reduced, right? So it was about the forward integration. So the next type will be shown in the next video, right? Okay, thank you.